Making video games is hard. There, I said it. But it's true, it takes incredible amounts of passion, focus, creativity, and determination to accomplish even the most basic of gameplay elements. From coding to modeling, level design, and music, everything has to come together to make a cohesive piece of art. Not all games are created in the same way though. Small studios can be as few as one person, doing it all and putting their vision on the map. Larger AAA studios can push upwards of hundreds of developers collectively collaborating to make something truly massive. In a year where developers are struggling, corporations are cutting, and game dev costs are skyrocketing, I wanted to take a look at the levels of game development, pick the brains of some of the creative forces behind the games that you love, and see how they work, and how they feel about the industry's future. Continuing our journey across the landscape of video game development, we land in the slightly larger fields of Avalanche Studios. The story of your studio.
All right, so Avalanche was founded in 2003, and it's the studio behind series like Just Cause, also Mad Max and Rage 2. And Expansive Worlds is the home of our immersive outdoor experiences.
Immersive experiences like The Hunter Call of the Wild, a deeply engrossing hunting game that takes you across all different kinds of locations to hunt a variety of animals.
Which today is enjoyed by millions of people around the world.
How incredible is it that not only is the studio creating a wide-reaching hunting game, but they're able to create additional content for 8 years for it? I needed to know more. What goes into a game like this?
Like I said before, very talented and very passionate team who cares a lot about the community, but also their teammates. We have a small little family, which is fantastic to see. They strive to really deliver the highest of quality with the time and resources available to us. And I think that they more often than not outdo themselves. Again, the Sulapartanapal Hunting Reserve is just incredible. It's a very collaborative effort. Lots of different disciplines and experiences go into making these experiences that we have. But if you look at a very high level, we usually start with some type of ideation phase where we get together cross-functionally, talk about, what are we trying to accomplish? Is there a specific market we're trying to reach? Or is there any other beat we really want to hit with this next experience? So we spend some time doing that and planning out what we're making, potentially play testing, or even just talking to select community members about, what do you think about these ideas? Would this be good or not? Then we go to production phase, and here, depending on what it is, it might take a very long time, making sure that, again, there's a good balance, that we hit the right quality bars. And then, of course, we end with a nice little polish phase and then going into release.
2 things I know about hunting. First, you gotta find the animal. Then you gotta shoot the animal. So it must come down to that trigger pull, the satisfaction of a well-timed shot. How do you find that kind of satisfying gunplay in a game like Call of the Wild? What makes a satisfying gun?
So we actually sent the whole team to visit a couple of shooting ranges not that long ago this year to really get the look and feel right, to have more experience with shooting guns.
We call less, but it makes an enormous amount of noise. When you shoot, it just sort of goes, you can feel your head just. The noise is incredible. It's like a firebomb in front of you.
Holding guns, looking through the scope.
I would definitely love to incorporate the feeling of shooting such a powerful gun. There has to be a way.
That being said, shooting is actually just a small part of the hunting experience. The tracking, the realism of the world and the animals and all of that, finding clues to where animals are, using the right ammo for the right type of animals. There is so much more to it. Actually pressing the trigger is just a small part.
2024 has been a very rough year for those who create video games. Between layoffs, mergers, and closures, it's hard for a game developer to stay optimistic in this atmosphere. But I wanted to know if that was affecting morale at studios like Avalanche. So I asked Strandberg if they felt the ripple effects of these layoffs and closures.
I mean, yes, of course, we are all affected. We have friends and family working in the industry and potentially being impacted by layoffs. However, now our focus is to make sure that we have a sustainable business model for Avalanche, so that we can continue to create these memorable gaming experiences that we do. The market is not saturated, but there's so much content out there, and we're not only fighting against other games, so to speak. We're fighting for people's time in general, and there are movies and concerts and whatnot, right? So it is potentially, it's a big bet. Making games is hard, right? Having ideas is easy, but then executing on them and delivering on time and on budget is hard. Yes, it's hard to make bigger bets right now, with also the world economy where it's at, right? So we try to make bets that make sense for the type of company that we are and what we're trying to accomplish with our strategy. And but we also try to hedge those bets by really working closely with the community and players to make sure that we hit, that we find the right games that people are interested in.
Oftentimes, whenever we see these layoffs, we hear calls for a more sustainable gaming industry. Burnout and crunch are pretty rampant in the industry right now, and they lead to a large turnover of incredibly talented folks. But what would someone like Alexander Strandberg say a sustainable industry even looks like?
There is no cheat code for that. Personally, continuous improvement, I think, is the way to go. We always have to look at processes, tools, how can we improve, how can we make it better, so that in the end we can create a better product. As I mentioned earlier, we are fighting for people's time, and there is a finite amount of time. We're going to focus on making the best gaming experience that we can, and set our strategy for what a sustainable business model is for us. I myself actually is part of hosting a production gaming meetup in Malmö, and we meet once every month or two and just talk about things, not specifically games and how to make money in the best way, but just again like continuous improvement. What can we all do to make a more sustainable work pace for people? How can we get better at planning? What tools or processes or methodologies can we utilize to create a better working environment for everyone?
What's your advice for some of the aspiring game developers out there who maybe aren't sure where to start, maybe don't have the traditional background?
Oh, that's a great question. I would try to talk to people, because everybody seems to have a different way into the gaming industry. There's no one cut path, this is how you do it. So talk to people, be curious, experiment. If you can dabble with some of the engines that are out there that are free to use, just to learn the tools, maybe create a mini game. That's a great way to do it, to kind of start to build your portfolio. There are also schools that are targeted specifically for gaming and learning a specific craft within. Usually those schools contain a lot of, it's more of a journeyman school where you actually spend a lot of time working in a company as part of the education. And most often we would hire them straight away, because we want to, again, create the best possible experience for the players.
I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world behind Call of the Wild: The Hunter. Special shout out to Alexander Strandberg from Avalanche Studio for sitting down and talking with me. If you want us to do more of these kinds of deep dive videos, please let us know over on our comment section on this video on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another one of these segments. It's been a lot of fun sharing these stories with you guys, and I hope to catch you again next time. For Hardwired, I'm Andrew Hamilton.